It was supposed to be just another political discussion on live television. The host asked a routine question. The panel leaned in. And then, everything changed. In a matter of seconds, the calm tone of the broadcast was completely shattered when Karoline Leavitt, rising conservative voice and former White House official, delivered a statement that instantly lit up social media. Viewers at home froze. Producers scrambled. And within minutes, clips of the exchange were spreading like wildfire across X, YouTube, and political forums. Leavitt didn't raise her voice. She didn't rant. That's what made it hit harder. She calmly referenced long-standing public questions surrounding Bill Clinton's past associations with Jeffrey Epstein, a convicted sex offender whose name has haunted powerful figures for years. What made the moment explosive wasn't that the topic was new. It was where and how it was said. Live TV, no edits, no delays. The studio went silent. And suddenly, a conversation many believe has been avoided for years was front and center, forcing viewers to ask a question that instantly gripped the nation. Why is this coming up now, and what does it mean? Leavitt was careful with her words. She didn't accuse. She didn't declare guilt. Instead, she focused on patterns, public records, and unanswered questions, things already discussed in court documents, flight logs, and investigative journalism over the years. Her argument was simple but powerful. Why are some political figures relentlessly investigated, while others, despite documented associations, rarely face sustained scrutiny? That question struck a nerve. She pointed out that Bill Clinton's name has appeared in publicly released Epstein-related records, something that has been acknowledged by multiple media outlets in the past. However, she emphasized that no criminal charges have been filed against Clinton in connection with Epstein. That distinction mattered, but the implication was clear. Leavitt framed her remarks around media accountability, not criminal guilt. She questioned why discussions around Epstein often stop short when powerful establishment figures are involved. And that's when the tension exploded. The host attempted to move on. Another panelist shifted uncomfortably. But the damage, or depending on who you ask, the revelation was already done. Within hours, headlines were everywhere. Supporters praised Leavitt for saying what others won't. Critics accused her of reckless insinuation. Media outlets rushed to fact-check, contextualize, and defend their past coverage. Clips of the segment racked up millions of views overnight. Hashtags trended. Debates erupted. Political lines hardened. Some commentators argued that bringing up Epstein again was unnecessary and harmful. Others fired back, saying avoiding the topic is exactly the problem. What became clear was this. This wasn't just about Clinton. It wasn't just about Epstein. It was about trust. Trust in media. Trust in institutions. Trust in who gets questioned and who doesn't. For many viewers, the moment symbolized a growing frustration with what they see as selective outrage in modern politics. Jeffrey Epstein may be gone, but the questions surrounding his connections remain very much alive. His case exposed how wealth, power, and influence can create protection bubbles, where accountability becomes blurry and truth gets buried under legal language and silence. Publicly available, information confirms that many high-profile individuals interacted with Epstein socially or professionally. In most cases, no crimes were proven, but the lack of transparency continues to fuel suspicion. That's why moments like this live TV exchange resonate so deeply. People aren't just asking what happened. They're asking, why don't we know more? Leavitt's comments tapped into a wider belief that the same rules aren't applied to everyone, and until that changes, the Epstein story will never truly disappear. Whether you agree with Karoline Leavitt or not, one thing is undeniable. She forced a conversation. A conversation many in the political and media world would rather keep buried. This wasn't a courtroom accusation. It wasn't a verdict. It was a challenge to journalists, to politicians, and to viewers themselves. Should powerful figures be shielded from uncomfortable questions? Or does true accountability mean no topic is off limits? As the clip continues to circulate and reactions keep pouring in, one thing is certain. This moment won't be forgotten anytime soon. And for better or worse, it has reopened a chapter America still hasn't finished reading.